And I had talked to ex-coworker not that long ago, and he was telling me how the Houston has gotten more violent, and I seen that as well. Like a lot of crimes are taking place. He said that it's kind of like Atlanta now, and I know like it's dangerous there. I see it on the news, like even not just amongst the African American or Black people. Like it was a Asian lady or Mexican lady who uh, stabbed a young African American woman for her purse, and like it's just crazy down there. I think that it's not what it's definitely not giving what it's supposed to give. Like people have this idea, I guess, of what Houston they think Houston is or what it should be, but it's definitely not what you think it is. It's definitely not it's not all rainbows and butterflies and unicorns. Just know that it's just not, it's not that. And if you go there, you will see for yourself that it's not what it's all cracked up to be. Yes, they have nice houses and whatever, but or how long are you going to be able to afford or sustain this nice house and all of this and that? And then on top of that, you dealing with, they have horrible water, horrible weather, horrible dating scene. Like it doesn't matter how much, if you how much money you make or you have a nice place to live, it's the quality of living is terrible. The quality of living in Houston is trash. Let's just say that, point blank period. So I don't care if you live in the most nicest condo there, your surroundings are going to be terrible and garbage. Yeah, period. Hey everybody, thank you for joining my channel. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button, like this video, and leave a comment if you will. Today I want to touch on the epidemic or crisis that's now happening in Houston about the HIV rates skyrocketing and being off the charts like Atlanta used to be or whatever, what have you. Yeah, this is a real serious topic, and I want to talk about it because I moved from Houston in September to where I'm located now. So I'm going to talk about my experience in Houston, and my 27-year-old daughter still lives in Houston. But first of all, let me say that diseases occur because people are irresponsible, lack maturity. It's a Jezebel spirit running rapid. No, I mean, like, it's a lot of just free for all, just people just doing whatever they want to do and not taking their life seriously and not doing what's in their best interest. So with that being said, of course, diseases are going to go through the roof because it's a lot of partying there. Like I never really went out, and when I was living in Houston, like I never went to camp or club camp, or I never went to whatever the names of them are. Never went to the hookah bar, never did any of that. Like I went to one place and had some margaritas, but they have drive-through daiquiri places all throughout Houston. Like I just used to get my little drink and go home, stay at home. But while I was there, definitely the dating scene is trash and garbage. Like I met a few guys, but none of them was on shit. Like nobody, like it was nothing serious at all. So I can understand why the diseases are crazy down there, because I was there for about 3 years, 2 years, and I mean, I think I'm a decent looking woman or what have you, and I had my own place and own car, own stuff, own everything, and still couldn't meet a decent guy to save my life. Like they basically just want to have sex with you and don't want to be in a relationship with you at all. So you definitely need to use a condom when you having sex with these people, because they're not trying to be in a committed relationship with you. Definitely not monogamous, definitely not no one woman man. I don't know about the women, but I mean they do have a lot of prostitutes down there, and a lot of sex apps, and a lot of prostitution down there. I mean, it's basically like, I don't know, a lot of people are moving to Houston. I don't know. Houston is a big catfish to me. It appears to be one thing. It looks like, you know, like a nice pretty woman that's attractive from head to toe, got her hair done, nails done, lashes done, all of this, but she don't have no money and she is walking down the street trying to sell her body. That's what Houston gives me. Houston gives me that. That's why I had to leave, because I refuse to the job the job opportunity is just not there for everybody. So if you don't have, like, if you're not a nurse or a teacher, something like that, then, or working in the government or something like that, I just don't really see you having the opportunity to just go there with no certificates, no skills, and finding a decent job that's going to be able to pay all of your bills and you can have money left over. I mean, and then if you're trying to go hang out, you definitely going to be coming up short. So I just don't care for Houston for that very reason. Like, it may not be that expensive to live there, but the traffic is crazy. Yes, the traffic is I mean, I worked 45 minutes from my job. At one point in time, I lived on the north side of Houston, and I used to work at Harris County Toll Road Authority. So it took me sometimes 1 to 2 hours to get home. It's, because the traffic was that bad. And then it rains. The storms are terrible. Like, it's crazy. And they just had a storm down there not that long ago where the electricity was out for a few days or whatever. So it's just like monkey see, monkey do. People wanted to move to Atlanta. Now everybody moved to Atlanta. Now and everybody want to move to Houston. Everybody going from Atlanta to Houston. Like, I moved to Houston because my oldest daughter, moved there first. But I did go to Houston back in the day, like in 2012. And I was trying to move there then, but I ended up moving to Thomasville, Georgia. But yeah, it was not in 2012. It wasn't as popular as it is now in Houston. But Houston is not what it's all cracked up to be. It's big and it has a lot of stores and a lot of restaurants and all of that. So that could be appealing and attractive, and a lot of clubs and stuff like that, But it's a city where it's a consumerism, and you're gonna spend money. You're gonna spend. It's not really conducive to a settled, calm, stable lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Like, where I live now, I mean, it's expensive, but I have like a stable existence of substance. You know what I'm saying? Like, in value, and like, yeah. Opposed to Houston, I just feel like when you're in Houston, you're just out there, and it's just like every man and woman and child for themselves out there in Houston is pretty much is what it's given. Yeah, it's like, it's so many homeless people there. It's so much. It's like, I don't know, but I think I don't know if it's a Houston thing or it's a United States thing, how guys are kind of a little cold and heartless. They just don't really see the importance of being in a monogamous relationship. They don't see the benefits of working together to have a stable relationship. Yeah, so if men and women were in monogamous, healthy relationships, that would decrease the amount of HIV cases amongst the Black community, but people, for some reason, I think that a lot of people are having sex out of marriage and unprotectedly and all of this and that, possibly for money, and just the fact that they just grimy and low vibrational frequency, and they just don't care about pretty much themselves or anybody else. Because I don't see how you can have sex with somebody but not want to be with them, or not want to be in a committed relationship with them. Like, if I'm having sex with somebody, I would actually want to be with you. So my own personal experience, I talked about it a little bit. I didn't have any luck with the dating scene in Houston, and it's basically like, you can meet a nice looking guy and he just want to have sex with you, point blank period. I don't know if that's a Houston thing or whatever it is, but people, they just don't see the value of being in a relationship, or abstaining from sex if they don't want to be in a relationship. If you don't want to be in a relationship with me, then you shouldn't be having sex with me. Yeah, but and then as far as the down low community and the GAY community, I I feel like there is a lot of promiscuity. I would assume amongst the, the LGBTQ community, because it's promoting, it's like based on your sexual preference, and anything that's based on your sexual preference, it kind of indicates like you're not really, it's just surface level attraction, because surface, it's like just basically built on physical attraction. It's giving that it's all physical, it's all sexual, it's all based on just sex. And of course that's not going to be healthy and good, because a relationship has many different important factors in it besides sex and physical attraction, because a relationship has more important things involved. When you're looking for someone to be in a relationship with, or we should be looking for more important qualities than just our sexual chemistry. And see, these are on the rise is because prostitution and promiscuity, a Jezebel spirit, and just people being irresponsible and not doing what's right, doing what's in their best interest. Because if you living your life right and trying to go to work, pay your bills, then if you have sex with somebody, you're using a condom with them, then you're gonna be in a relationship with them. You're not trying to have sex with Tom, Dick, and Harry, and Sully, Samantha, and Jane. You're not trying to have sex with all these different people, because you have your priorities together. So like, when a person has their priorities together, they don't have time to be out here going to no hookah bar and going hanging out and hooking up with somebody every other weekend and doing all that ratchet stuff. Like, that's just so, it's just a ratchet culture. That's what it's giving. It's just giving a ratchet. It's just an indication of low vibrational activities and people that need to get their priorities together. It's point blank period. Like, you worried about the wrong thing. You worried about the wrong stuff. You think you really getting over on people by having sex with this person and that person and this person, when you really shortchanging yourself. You really spreading yourself too thin if you think you're a player and you going from this woman to this woman to this woman, and it's just disgusting. It's not giving high vibrational frequency energy. Like, you need to be you need to be going to work, paying your bills, saving your money. And if you're going to be in a relationship, if you're going to have sex with somebody, you need to be in a relationship with this person, building a stable foundation with this person, going half on bills with this person, because it's too damn hard out here in these streets today to be out here doing stupid, random BS. It's too, I mean, the rent is high as hell, food is high as hell, gas is high as hell. Who the hell got time and energy to be going from this person to this person? Like, no, sit your ass down and focus on what's important, because at the end of the day, what the hell, that's not going to get you anywhere. At the end of the day, fucking this person and fucking this person, all having sex with all these random people is not going to get you anywhere. And so that's why it was hard for me, because I'm like, I might as well, I'm not going to be with anybody, because I'm not going to mess with nobody, because I pay my own rent, I pay my own bills, I have no one helping me. So what do I look like having sex with this person and they're not trying to be in a relationship with me? So you're not trying to build on go half on nothing. Like, it's too hard out here. Like, go play with somebody else. That's what you can do. Go play with somebody else. Go play with somebody on somebody else's time. That's what you can do. And that's why Houston is in the situation that it's in now, because people are immature and don't want to grow up and take responsibilities for their actions. They don't want to do what's in their best interest, because if you was doing what's in your best interest, there are resources out there, and if they're not there, then you need to move to another city, another state where you can have resources, so you won't have to prostitute yourself and go on a personal's ad to sell your body, and so you won't be degrading yourself and adding to the STD rate. Yeah. So at the end of the day, do what's in your best interest. Stop being nasty and disgusting. You can use condoms, but what are you doing? Like, why are you just fucking your life away? Like, it's go get a job, save your money, do what's in your best interest. If it's not working out there, then move to another city, another state. Quit trying to keep up with the Joneses and trying to go where everybody is. Like, because that's why it's hard, 9 times out of 10, hard to find a job in Houston, because it's oversaturated, it's overpopulated. There aren't many jobs there for it to go around for everybody. So just think about that. The lack of jobs in all of these clubs and restaurants and all of this. So like, it isn't balanced out. It's not balanced out, because it just doesn't add up. It's not adding up at all. So I'd rather have a steady income. I don't need to have 20 different clubs and 1,000 restaurants, and I don't have a sufficient income coming in. Like, this doesn't make sense. But yeah, hopefully you all gather what I'm putting down. But it's unfortunate. But yeah, I had to move from there in September 2023, because I had worked at 2 different jobs there, and it just wasn't giving what it was supposed to give. I've stated in previous videos about why I quit those jobs, but it was when I stopped working at the Harris County Toll Road Authority, it was so hard for me to find a job. It took me 6 months, and it shouldn't have been that hard. And then as far as the dating scene, like, I feel like it shouldn't be that hard for me to find a decent man just to be cordial and cool, calm, and collected with. Like, you don't have to. I don't know what's wrong with people in their mind, because it's like people just don't even know how to act. They don't even know how to treat you. They just disrespectful. They just have no class. It's just a lack of class and consideration. Like, I just don't understand it. It's more of a grimy culture. Like, people just want to get something out of you and just use you and abuse you. But like, you don't have to act like that to get what you want. Like, what's so hard about being a nice person? Like, what is so hard about being cool? Because, like, I don't understand that. But people, like, they go from one extreme to another extreme. So they just horrible people. People just choose to be horrible and terrible, and there's no in between. So yeah, that's pretty much how it is. But yeah, so I'm glad I moved. I'm glad I'm not there, because look at what's happening now, and I already know. I mean, it's just not somewhere I want to be, and yeah, I'd rather go to a place that's not as popular, and I don't need all of that. Yeah, get me out of the way. I'm trying to stay out of the way and mind my own business. I'm on some grown woman shit. I'm not trying to be a part of that nonsense and that foolishness. But yeah, at the end of the day, remember to always keep the Most High first and be blessed. Bye.